The rain pounded against the windows of our family's brownstone in Brooklyn, but inside the storm was even fiercer. Alessandra, my older sister, slammed the door to her room so hard that the framed photos on the wall rattled, capturing frozen smiles from happier times. I froze in the hallway, heart racing as her girlfriend, Jamie, turned to me with tears streaking her mascara, her voice breaking as she whispered, "Alessia, I can't take this anymore. She thinks I'm cheating, but it's all in her head." Before I could respond, Jamie stepped closer, her hand brushing my cheek, and in a moment of raw desperation, she pressed her lips to mine, soft and urgent, tasting of salt and regret. That kiss lingered like a ghost, igniting a fire in my chest that I didn't know existed, and from that instant, nothing in our lives would ever be the same. I pulled back, my mind reeling, but Jamie's eyes held mine, pleading for understanding. "I'm sorry," she murmured, wiping her mouth as if she could erase what just happened. I needed someone to see me, really see me." My sister and Jamie had been together for 3 years. A relationship that started in the vibrant chaos of New York City's pride parades and blossomed into something my conservative Italian-American family barely tolerated. Alessandra, at 28, was the golden child, successful lawyer, always composed, the one who brought home awards and expectations. Me, at 25, I was the quiet artist, still figuring out my place, living in her shadow while pursuing a graphic design degree part-time. But that kiss? It wasn't just a mistake, it was a revelation, stirring feelings I'd buried deep, ones that made me question everything about myself. As the door creaked open behind us, Alessandra stood there, her face pale, eyes wide with betrayal. "What the hell is going on?" she demanded, her voice a mix of fury and heartbreak. Jamie stepped away from me, stammering, "It's not what it looks like, Ally. We were just talking, and I got emotional." But Alessandra's gaze flicked between us, piecing together the unspoken truth. I wanted to scream that it wasn't my fault, that Jamie had initiated it, but guilt choked me silent. Inside, my thoughts swirled. Why did it feel so right? Why didn't I push her away sooner? The air thickened with tension, and Alessandra's next words cut like knives. "Get out, both of you. I can't even look at you right now." We scattered like leaves in the wind, Jamie grabbing her coat and fleeing into the night, me retreating to my room upstairs, where I collapsed onto the bed, staring at the ceiling. The kiss replayed in my mind, not just the physical sensation but the emotional pull. Jamie had always been kind to me, treating me like a friend rather than just her girlfriend's little sister. We'd shared late-night talks about art and dreams, her laughter filling the gaps in my lonely evenings. But this crossed lines I didn't even know were drawn. What if Alessandra never forgives me? What if this exposes the parts of me I've hidden, the attractions I've felt toward women dismissed as phases or confusion? Growing up in a family where Dad preached traditional values from his pulpit as a community leader, and Mom enforced them with silent disapproval, coming out wasn't an option. Alessandra had braved it, coming out at 22, facing the family's cold shoulders and whispered judgments. Now, because of one impulsive moment, I might drag us all back into that hell. The next morning, the house felt like a battlefield after the smoke cleared. Alessandra was in the kitchen, nursing a coffee, her eyes red-rimmed. She didn't look up when I entered. "Alessia," she said flatly, "we need to talk." My stomach knotted as I sat across from her, the table a barrier between sisters who once shared everything. Jamie told me what happened. Or at least her version. I nodded, words failing me. Inside I battled. Tell her the truth that it meant nothing? Or admit that it stirred something real? "She kissed me," I finally said, voice trembling. "I didn't ask for it." Alessandra's laugh was bitter. "But you didn't stop it either, did you?" The accusation hung heavy, forcing me to confront my hesitation. Why hadn't I? Because in that split second I felt seen, desired in a way no one else had made me feel. As the conversation unfolded, layers peeled back. Alessandra revealed the argument stemmed from her insecurities, Jamie's late nights at work, flirty texts from colleagues. "I thought she was pulling away," she confessed, vulnerability cracking her armor. "And now this? With you." The pain in her eyes mirrored my own turmoil. I wanted to fix it, to rewind time, but the damage was done. Dad called later that day, his voice booming through the phone. What's this I hear about drama in the house? Your mother is worried. Alessandra had confided in them, seeking support, but it only amplified the pressure. You girls need to sort this out, he said, implying more than just the fight, reminding us of the family's fragile acceptance of her lifestyle. My secret feelings bubbled closer to the surface, threatening to erupt. That evening Jamie texted me, "We need to talk." Alone. Against my better judgment, I agreed to meet at a quiet cafe in Manhattan. She looked exhausted, her usual spark dimmed. Alessia, that kiss. It wasn't planned, but I felt a connection with you, something real. Her words hit like a wave, drowning my denials. Inside, I admitted it to myself. I'd always admired her, perhaps more than platonically. But pursuing this would mean betraying Alessandra, destroying our family bond. We can't, I whispered, though my heart protested. As I left, the city lights blurred through tears, the weight of choice pressing down. What price would I pay for following my truth? Days blurred into a tense standoff. Alessandra avoided me, her silences louder than shouts. At work, my designs suffered, my mind elsewhere. Friends noticed my distraction, but I couldn't confide. Admitting attraction to women, especially to my sister's girlfriend, would invite judgment. Society's whispers echoed in my head. It's just a phase, or worse, you're tearing your family apart. The internal conflict raged. Am I gay? Bi? Or just confused by circumstance? Jamie's presence lingered, a forbidden temptation. One night, Alessandra confronted me again. Do you have feelings for her? She asked point blank. I hesitated, and that was answer enough. How could you? She cried, tears flowing. After everything I've fought for? Her words stung, highlighting my cowardice. She'd battled family disapproval, lost friends, all for authenticity. Me? I'd hidden, safe in ambiguity. The argument escalated, voices rising until she stormed out, leaving me alone with regret. Was this the beginning of the end for us? The rift between Alessandra and me widened like a chasm, each day adding more distance. I threw myself into my art classes at NYU, sketching furiously to escape the chaos at home. But even there, my mind wandered to Jamie, her confident smile, the way she challenged norms without apology. She'd come out in high school, facing bullying and rejection, yet emerged stronger. Compared to her, I felt like a fraud, pretending to be straight to appease our parents. Dad's occasional lectures on family values replayed in my head. His disappointment in Alessandra's choices now potentially aimed at me. What if he found out? The thought terrified me, stirring a storm of self-doubt. Am I worth the upheaval? Jamie called the next week, her voice tentative. Alessia, can we meet? I miss talking to you. I shouldn't have agreed, but curiosity and something deeper pulled me to Central Park. She sat on a bench, wrapped in a scarf against the autumn chill, looking vulnerable. Your sister won't speak to me, she said, eyes downcast. She thinks there's something between us. I swallowed hard. Is there? The question hung, charged with possibility. Jamie reached for my hand. Maybe, but only if you feel it too. Her touch sent sparks, awakening desires I'd suppressed. Inside I wrestled. This could be my chance at happiness, but at what cost? Betraying Alessandra would make me the villain in our story. As we walked, Jamie opened up about her past. Abusive exes, societal prejudice that made her guarded. With Ally, I thought I'd found stability, she admitted. But her jealousy is suffocating. I empathized, sharing my own fears of coming out. Our family, they're traditional. Dad runs a community center, preaches about normal families. Jamie nodded, understanding the weight. You deserve to live your truth, Alessia. Don't let fear hold you back. Her words resonated, but guilt gnawed. Was I using this to justify my attraction? By the time we parted, a secret bond formed, one that thrilled and terrified me. Back home, Alessandra waited, arms crossed. Where were you? She demanded. I lied, just class. But her suspicion flared. With Jamie? Don't deny it, I saw her text. The confrontation exploded. How dare you go behind my back? She shouted. She's my girlfriend. I fired back. You drove her away with your paranoia. Words flew like daggers, exposing raw wounds. Alessandra's tears fell as she revealed deeper insecurities. I came out for her, fought Mom and Dad. And now you're stealing her. The accusation pierced me. Inside, I questioned my motives. Was this love or rebellion? The fallout rippled outward. Mom called, her voice laced with concern. Your father heard rumors. What's happening between you girls? I evaded, but the pressure mounted. At dinner that weekend, the family gathered. Dad at the head, Mom serving pasta, Alessandra silent beside me. Tension crackled. Dad broached it. Alessandra, Jamie's not coming around anymore? She glanced at me, eyes accusing. Ask Alessia. The table froze. I stammered. It's complicated. Dad's frown deepened. Complicated how? We accepted your sister's choices. But drama like this, it reflects on all of us. His words echoed societal expectations, making me feel trapped. Why must love conform to their rules? Later, alone with Alessandra, apologies tumbled out. I'm sorry, I said. I didn't mean for this. But she shook her head. You crossed a line, Alessia. Family first. Her pain mirrored mine, forcing reflection. Had I prioritized my desires over loyalty? The night ended in uneasy truce, but trust fractured. Jamie persisted, texting confessions of affection. I think about you constantly, she wrote. Temptation grew, leading to clandestine meetings, a coffee here, a walk there. Each time the connection deepened, her stories drawing me in. I've never felt this understood, she said one afternoon in a Soho gallery. But doubt crept. Was she using me to hurt Alessandra? Or was this genuine? My inner monologue raged. You're playing with fire, risking everything for what might be fleeting. The climax came at a family event, Dad's community fundraiser. Jamie showed uninvited, cornering me. We need to tell her, she urged. Panic surged. No, it'll destroy us. But Alessandra spotted us, her face contorting. You two. Together. The scene unfolded in slow motion, shouts, tears, guests whispering. Dad intervened, pulling us aside. This stops now. You're sisters. His disapproval fueled my defiance but also shame. Had I become the source of our family's unraveling? In the aftermath, isolation set in. Alessandra moved out temporarily, staying with friends. Mom's calls were tearful. Fix this, Alessia. For the family. The weight crushed me, questioning every decision. Society's lens amplified it. Lesbian relationships already marginalized, now tainted by infidelity and sibling rivalry. Was my pursuit of self-discovery selfish? Yet, in quiet moments I affirmed my identity. The kiss had awakened me. But the path forward demanded sacrifices. Would I choose love over family? The internal battle intensified, setting the stage for greater conflicts. Weeks turned into a fragile limbo, with Alessandra back home but conversations clipped to necessities. I buried myself in work, designing logos for queer-friendly brands, finding solace in creation. But Jamie's pull remained, her messages a lifeline amid isolation. I ended it with ally, she confessed in one. For us. Shock hit me, had she? Confronting Alessandra confirmed it. She broke up with me last night. Said her heart was elsewhere. Her eyes accused me silently. Inside, guilt warred with elation. Freedom but at my sister's expense? The moral quandary deepened. Dating Jamie would label me a homewrecker, inviting societal scorn. In our community where Dad's influence loomed, whispers could ruin reputations. Think about the kids at the center, Mom pleaded when rumors reached her. They look up to us. Pressure mounted, forcing introspection. Am I right to chase happiness if it hurts others? Ethics tangled with emotion, each choice a potential regret. Jamie and I met secretly in Queens, away from prying eyes. I love you, Alessia, she declared under a streetlight. The words thrilled but doubt lingered. Love or rebound? What about Alessandra? I asked. She sighed. She'll heal. We deserve this. Kissing her felt electric, affirming my sexuality, but betrayal's shadow loomed. Returning home, Alessandra's cold shoulder reminded me of the cost. Family dinner became a minefield. Dad announced, we need unity. No more scandals. His gaze pinned me. Alessia, you're better than this. Defiance rose. Better than what? Loving who I love. The admission slipped, outing myself unintentionally. Silence descended, then chaos. Mom gasped, "You're like your sister." Alessandra's hurt deepened. "And with my ex? How could you?" The confrontation exposed fractures. Dad's rigid beliefs clashing with our realities. Post-dinner, Alessandra cornered me. "You stole her from me." Tears streamed. "I trusted you." My defense crumbled. "It wasn't planned. But I feel something real." Her laugh was hollow. "Real? Or just exciting because it's forbidden?" The word struck home, mirroring my fears. Had I romanticized the drama? Society's weight pressed harder. Friends distanced, labeling it messy. Online forums I'd lurked on debated similar scenarios. Siblings ex off limits? Opinions varied, fueling my confusion. Was I morally bankrupt? Jamie pushed for commitment. "Move in with me," she suggested during a stolen weekend. Temptation beckoned, but visions of Alessandra's pain halted me. "I can't abandon my family," she argued. "They're holding you back." The divide grew, her versus them. A turning point came at Pride Month. Alessandra invited me to a march, a olive branch. "Let's talk," she said amid rainbow flags. Crowds cheered, but our conversation was raw. "I miss my sister," she admitted. "But this hurts." I confessed everything, the attraction, the meetings. "I'm sorry," I sobbed. Forgiveness flickered, but not fully. "Prove it. End it with her." Torn, I met Jamie. "We have to stop." Her face fell. "Why?" "Because of them." Anger flared. "You're choosing fear over us." The breakup was messy, accusations flying. "You used me," she yelled. Walking away, heartbreak consumed me. Had I made the right choice? Rebuilding with Alessandra began slowly. Shared meals, tentative laughs. But Jamie's absence ached, a reminder of lost potential. Dad softened slightly, attending a support group. "I'm trying," he said. Progress, but fragile. Yet doubts persisted. Did I sacrifice too much? The internal struggle continued, questioning if loyalty trumped love. Healing fractures took time, but undercurrents of resentment simmered. Alessandra and I navigated awkward silences, rebuilding trust brick by brick. I focused on therapy, unpacking my identity with a counselor who specialized in LGBTQ+ issues. "Your feelings are valid," she assured, but the sessions dredged up pain. Why did coming out have to cost so much? Family dynamics shifted. Mom researched allyship. Dad grumbled but listened. Yet, Jamie's ghost haunted me, her final words echoing, "You'll regret this." Months later, at a gallery opening for my work, Jamie appeared. "Congratulations," she said, eyes soft. The spark reignited instantly. "I've missed you." We talked in a corner, old chemistry bubbling. I dated others, but no one compares. Temptation clawed. One more chance? But Alessandra was there, watching. Her nod was wary but present, a sign of progress. The encounter stirred chaos. That night, I confessed to Alessandra. She was there. Her face hardened. And nothing happened. But inside I yearned. "Don't go back," she warned. "It'll destroy us again." The plea tugged at loyalty, but self-fulfillment beckoned. Societal pressures amplified. Dad's community faced backlash for promoting alternative lifestyles, blaming our drama. "See what happens," he lamented. Guilt surged. Am I the catalyst? Jamie pursued relentlessly, flowers at my door, notes professing love. We belong together. Each gesture weakened my resolve. A secret date followed, dinner in Brooklyn Heights. "Your family doesn't define you," she insisted. Kissing her felt like home, but betrayal's sting returned. Discovery was inevitable. Alessandra found a text. Confrontation ensuing. Again? After everything. Tears flowed. "You're choosing her over me," I defended. "It's not choice, it's who I am." The argument peaked. "Who you are shouldn't hurt me." She left, slamming doors. Family intervention followed. Mom mediated. "We love you both, but this can't continue." Dad added. "Think of the bigger picture." Trapped, I questioned. Is personal happiness selfish? In solitude, reflections deepened. Jamie offered freedom, but at familial cost. Alessandra represented roots, security, the moral dilemma. Right versus wrong blurred. I chose confrontation. Meeting Jamie. "This ends for good," Her betrayal surfaced. I only pursued you to spite ally. Shock hit. Had it all been revenge? No, she backtracked, but damage done. Walking away, disillusionment set in. Reconciliation with Alessandra was heartfelt. I'm done with her, I vowed. Hugs followed, bond strengthening. But scars remain, trust tentative. Society's lens evolved. Friends supported, judgments faded. Dad attended pride, a milestone. Yet internal peace eluded. Did I dodge a bullet or lose true love? With Jamie out of the picture, life stabilized, but echoes of drama lingered. Alessandra dated anew, a kind woman named Sarah, introducing her cautiously. No more secrets, she said. I nodded, focusing on my career, exhibitions gaining traction. But nights brought introspection. What if I'd chosen differently? The kiss that started it all replayed. A pivotal moment of awakening and destruction. Family gatherings warmed, Dad's acceptance growing. I'm proud of you both, he admitted at Thanksgiving. Mom beamed, but undercurrents persisted. Subtle reminders of past turmoil. Society's evolution helped. New York's progressive vibe offered solace, but conservative pockets judged. A year later, Jamie resurfaced via social media, apologizing. I was wrong. Closure tempted, but I blocked her, choosing forward momentum. Alessandra and I grew closer, sharing stories of growth. That mess made us stronger, she reflected. Yet questions haunted. Was the attraction real or circumstance-driven? Moral debates raged internally, betrayal's ethics, family's role and identity. In quiet moments I pondered the prices paid. Lost love, strained bonds, self-discovery's toll. Awakening came, but with wounds. As life moved on, one query lingered, sparking endless debate. Was sacrificing personal desire for family loyalty the right choice, or a denial of one's true self?